picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he said his message to his team in the locker room was very clear. This Big 12 conference race comes down to separating themselves today. They've done a good job all season long, but now they want to continue to ride that energy of this home team here today. The crowd has been crazy. They make it so hard for opponents to operate at the line of scrimmage, and he told his guys, we've got to make the fans stay engaged. It's on us to start this game off strong so our fans make it tough on our opponents today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a...
Maybe a crease. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready, go, go.
Now on the counter. He's in open space downfield. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Trying to set up the screen. He breaks a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Got his man. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's a give the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Cougars! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Turner. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff for Ball. Here's a little room there. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down and a decision coming right now. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Hard running there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the sure tackle to turn it over on downs? One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
And it's Texas A&M able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that caps off a banner season for this club, 10-2. Here now.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Moving out to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, going to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back.
There's a crease. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Makes the catch and he's free. Inside the to the house. Touchdown Buffs.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you've got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Turner. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that.
Got a little grass. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So first down will open up the final period. Off play action. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Pulls it in, it's Cunningham. Snags it, and there's running room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Now sliding to his left. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Pulls it on the option, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunky yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll run with Joyner. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Ready? 22, go!
Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Sweet cut there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Oh, he found a space on the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end. You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this to lock things up late. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
And this is the hardest part of the field to execute a third and long. Everybody drops back now, and they're just covering the red zone area. So little space to cover. But the good news is now fourth and long makes the decision easy. Kick the field goal.
It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Here's a give the ball. Got enough for the first. That gives him 100 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. He
got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.